This is not a review, but rather a general impressions amid disappointment with the dampness of eFootball 2022 after the patch, which was supposed to fix everything, and how strange Konami's virtuous football looks now in general. The experts of EA Sports have been chewing and chewing the same gem for several years, but the taste of which is lost more and more every year. But in the end, every FIFA is a game that you can play and get some pleasure. The Japanese in this regard decided to shovel everything they had, and when creating eFootball 2022, they demolished the Pro Evolution Soccer base to the ground, changing not only the engine, but also the name in order to build everything from scratch. The new engine was supposed to take the game to the next level, but broken player intelligence, buggy scripts, stupid goalkeepers and defenders, as well as monstrous response times and many smaller problems put an end to this idea. As a result, history partially repeated itself, which already happened in the days of the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 316. Then, Konami tried to make the game of passing and the player movement more modern for their time, and this turned out to be more difficult than their developers expected. However, the only difference with the current situation is that earlier there was a potential that needed to be unlocked, but here this is not even a hint of it. It is especially sad that eFootball 2022 is doing poorly after the major updates. In the current version of eFootball 2022, sometimes players are not just stupid. They can stand in their tracks and not react to the situation in any way. Whatever tactics and sham you choose, the movement of players across the field and some of their actions will be simply illogical and often break any plan of strategy. The movement of players of the field is generally very strange. Any football fan watching the same Champions League probably knows how closely the teams have played against each other in recent years and how small the distance between each zone is. At the same Bayern, central defenders are often far away in someone else's half of the field. That almost never happens there, and if it does, it means that somewhere there is a big gap where you can pass the ball and bring the attacker one-to-one with the goalkeeper. By the way, a defender can easily let an opponent pass behind him and fail to insert a flying ball due to a completely unsuccessfully chosen position. As a result, even not the fastest player can run away from the defender and create serious scoring chances. Goalkeepers here also do not shine with intelligence and seem to have from that very broken Pro Evolution Soccer 2010. The position is chosen extremely badly. They beat off only what files at them. Often after the ball is deflected in the penalty area, a uniform circus begins and the goalkeepers will be the main soloist in this until the ball feels of the opponents and he sends it almost into empty net. Such ridiculous moments often happen in the game. Matches are filled with funny goals. In addition to all the gameplay or visual problems, there are flaws in the network's infrastructure of eFootball 2022. You can score a match and then where the opponent leaves the game and the match is cancelled. They don't count your victory and if there was no match considered, you just wasted your time. Another time is a similar situation. Due to the cancellation of the match, I was credited with a technical defeat. This has happened several times during the writing of this text. In general, while I want to say that despite the improvements compared to what it was at the time of release, eFootball 2022 still remains in an indecent state. This is especially noticeable in tactical elements which have always been Konami's strong point in football, but here it's just some kind of never-ending shame. Compared to the school grading system, Konami seems to have corrected the original one she was given, but not a positive assessment, and not even for that tree, but not a miserable deuce. I would like to end on a positive note. I like the new Dream Team building mode. Unlike my club, here you can finally buy players directly without a roulette with a random selection from a set of cards. It's also nice that you can pump individual characteristic of your choice. It all seems to be a very logical and correct decision, which has the spirit that old Master League Online, which I loved very much. However, here is some nuances here. Although it's too early to talk about problems in this mode. There are concerns that the game is built on the forced purchase at official currency because eFootball 2022 is shareware project. It can be already seen that simple matches do not bring money at all, and competitions do not give so much in comparison with prices of players and have their own limitations. It's also worth noting that players subscribers by numbers of days, not by number of matches, which will be a problem for those who don't play regularly. A lot of icons with different currencies are also very annoying, like in some kind of mobile game. In general, it's not yet clear how difficult the club's penniless development will be. However, no one will need all of this if eFootball 2022 is not fixed. Thanks for watching, guys, and bye bye.